little printout. All right? Have you ever actually seen the interface to view the checks? It's a Java applet. Okay? A Java applet with a little proxy, you'll see every file that's on that server. Okay? Every image of every check on that server is usually stored sequentially. All right? And it's direct access. It's not blocked off. Okay? Because Java has no, an applet has no session state, and it makes life a lot easier. The bad part about it is, when you're doing pen testing, you get such an addiction that everything you look at, you're just going to sit there, all right, I'm going to buy this. All right, let me see what it's doing. You know, you'll look at a browser plugin, you know, there's all different examples. All right, I'll give you all a hint, but don't do anything bad. How many here people are mad at me for that McCain sticker and are going to vote for Obama? Nobody? Okay. Go to voteforchange.com, okay? Type in your information. Okay, first of all, he has no privacy policy, so you will get emails, all right? So you are going to get emails. The second thing you want to look at is, hey, why is all my information stored in hidden fields in this whole application? And then you'll start to find out that there's what? No, you'll find out all your information stored in hidden fields. You'll also find a unique identifier for every voter's ID in there. All right? So,
are you suggesting that McCain or Obama?
No, I'm not going to lie. McCain has his own issue. On the McCain site, he has his own issue. I'll tell you what, don't go down there and say that in front of the females in the booths. You'll be in a lot of trouble. Because every female at every vendor booth is like, I really want Palin to win. So.
But she's hiding.
Oh, well, it's funny because we're going to talk about that one in a minute too. All right, so going forward, what are some of the vulnerabilities that are not found, you know, in source code analysis, you know, in scanners, you know, application scanners, all right? You're not going to find logical vulnerabilities, okay? Logical vulnerabilities are probably the biggest issue you will ever have. A lot of times, whoever's here in charge of like an IT security company, you'll sign off to have an application tested, okay? Most of you don't know every piece to that application, okay? So there's a single sign-on solution, which is a different server, which 90% of the times isn't in a list of things in scope to test, which is usually where there's biggest issues because information's going from one server to another server and back to another server. All right? Other things, rewards points. If any of you work for banks and you have rewards points, tons of information leakage there. All right? Host and system vulnerabilities. How many of you actually test your host in an app pen test? Nobody? You don't do anything. And network service vulnerabilities, like I said before, DNS, SMTP, all different servers like that. Now, an example, go ahead.
You mean they're not found by any of these three or not found by the tools?
Not found by the tools that were in question, okay? If you're using network,
Testers do find it.
oh, they do find it. They do find it. But the logical vulnerabilities all comes down to who your tester is,
Yeah.
okay? Because lately you'll see a lot of what the corporate policies are and the consulting methodologies as to how they hire people. They'll hire junior people, okay? And because of the demand, and they don't want people to see junior on a title, within 6 months, all of a sudden that guy's a senior. All right? I don't know. Senior scanner clicker, yes. All right? I don't know, because I look at it this way. I've been a senior consultant for 3-4 years now. All right, and I still don't know everything. I mean, I used to hate source code analysis. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I'm like, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money. The first approach I went about it was I'll do a manual pen test, I'll do a black box test, and whatever looks like it could be a potential overflow or anything like that, then I'd have some source code guide, you know, go and attack that piece. But then I had one particular application that wanted me to do it just the reverse, right? They wanted me to go in and do a source code analysis. Okay, we went in with a nice team of 2, did the source code analysis, and then we did the pen test to validate everything. Because it wasn't finding things like in view state, different things like that. And I have to say it was probably one of the best pen tests that we've ever had. Overall, the most findings, and also it made it a lot easier to remediate every vulnerability going at it from both ends. All right. So, next one's probably going to get me in a little trouble. Okay. An example of a logical vulnerability.